You are watching Kami TV channel. Before watching video, please subscribe my channel for more videos and press bell icon too. Thanks. A man in his mid-30s, Eric, walks into a dusty pawn shop in a quiet, forgotten part of town. He's a collector of old, obscure VHS tapes, obsessed with uncovering hidden gems. The shopkeeper, an elderly woman with sunken eyes, beckons him toward a back room, speaking barely above a whisper. She claims to have something he might find interesting. She pulls out a VHS tape, unmarked and worn. "This," she says, "is the last tape you'll ever need to watch." Despite the strange encounter, Eric takes the tape home, intrigued by the promise of something unique. He pops the tape into his old VCR and sits back, the glow of the screen filling his small, dimly lit living room. The tape opens with static, and then cuts to a grainy image of a man sitting in a chair, facing the camera. The man looks disheveled and frightened. He begins speaking directly to Eric. He knows Eric's name, where he lives, and even what he's doing at that moment. As the man's message continues, it becomes clear that the tape has a curse. Everyone who watches it begins seeing a shadowy figure in the corners of their home. The figure doesn't move or attack. It just watches, but it gets closer every time you look away. The figure appears. Eric brushes off the tape as a cheap gimmick. But soon, he begins to feel a presence in his apartment. At first, it's subtle, things slightly out of place, a cold draft in rooms with no windows open. Then, one night, as he's making dinner, he sees it, a dark, human-shaped shadow standing in the far corner of his kitchen. He turns his head quickly, and the figure disappears. As the days pass, the figure gets bolder, appearing closer, watching him with unseen eyes. He begins to lose sleep, paranoia taking over his life. Eric tries to destroy the tape, but it keeps reappearing on his VCR, like it's tethered to him. Desperate, Eric returns to the pawn shop, but finds the place boarded up and abandoned. Through a crack in the door, he spots an old photograph on the counter. It's of the shopkeeper and the same shadow figure standing right behind her. Eric realizes the shadow was never meant to kill him. It's far worse than that, it's slowly erasing him. He looks in the mirror and notices parts of himself fading, as if he's becoming a ghost in his own home. Eric's final moments are recorded on a VHS tape, his terrified face, just like the man he saw at the beginning. The tape is now part of the curse, waiting for its next victim to press play.